to like go hit it again. But how about now? Can we check now? Is it live, meow? I definitely started the stream and updated the title and everything there. And thank you for the reminder to update the title here too, Goldie. That was much appreciated. I did catch that. Yes, it's live. Excellent. Yes! Snolzy's got his own big one. I love that little psych up emote. That's so good. That's so good. You know what, guys? I was looking at the different things for the stream. I told Castell about that. I told Kaz about that today, Sly, that like every time I get distracted, you guys will drop this little like, oh look, a squirrel. Oh, squirrel. Type of thing in the I've been told I have golden retriever energy, so it makes sense that you guys drop a little squirrel every time I get distracted. You drop it to her. You do it to her too. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Hello in YouTube land, Goldie. Hello over there. How you doing? Oh man. So I've been cooking. I've been hard at work thinking about the subathon. Fass has been helping me. So has Castell. It's have I updated UEFN? No, I realize it's Fortnite day with things. I should start that. Everything's gonna need updates. Damn, didn't even think of that. We'll have to have a bit of a look at the notes that Look, if we get caught waiting for updates, like two things. First thing, we have fairly fast internet here, about as fast as you can get without going onto some like, some crazy kind of like nacho style internet connection. So it's pretty fast. And the second point is we have a lot of preparation that I still need to do for the subathon tomorrow, right? I want to create some new OBS scenes and stuff like that. So if we really get blocked, I can't waste time today. It's big. Oh, damn. That sucks. Hold on. So let's go have a squiz here. I'll jump across to let me get out of the way here, into Unreal Editor. Ooh, yeah, okay. Fortnite updating. It's going pretty fast. It's at 3% already. And then UEFN itself is also queued, so we can keep jumping back and make sure that you know what, I'll even, if I go to chat, what if we throw this in here? So I can add temporarily, we'll go window capture, loading. Let's see, Epic Games Launcher. That seems like the right one, but where the heck is this is apparently Epic Games Launcher. I don't believe it. Yeah, no, that's the right one. Yo, Dilza, subscribing for 1 month at tier 1. Thank you. Much appreciated. I super appreciate that, man. You should have saved it for the subathon tomorrow, which is gonna happen. It's gonna be exciting. Then there'll be subs and stuff, like sub awards and like things. I'm probably gonna I might get some feedback from you guys ahead of the actual thing. No, I know, right, Luke? Hopefully it doesn't make any of the streams lag. We're all streaming right now. Yeah, I know, right? But it's probably fine. Like I said, the internet here is crazy fast. It's really, really fast. It's not like the fastest, but it's pretty close. It might be the fastest internet of any place I've stayed at. It's not as fast as my work internet, but it's really fast. It's really fast. So we're probably going to be okay. Yes, a subathon starting tomorrow, guys. Starting tomorrow, running for 24 hours. It took you 5 hours to download the 30 gigabyte update. Oof, we're already at 11%. Don't want to boast, but I mean, yeah, look guys, look, the internet here it's pretty quick. And I doubt anybody will notice. I have never noticed any like drop in internet speed. So we, this goes to show how I don't mean to brag, but it's pretty fast. It's pretty fast. Exactly. It's not the fastest that it could be, but it's pretty quick. It's like, yeah, I don't know exactly how quick it is. I haven't done the speed tests on it, but those speed tests can be pretty unreliable in terms of like, hold on. I don't like the way a lot of these speed tests run. If I would love to. It would be amazing to have some time to like write my own speed tester. I used to do that kind of thing in like I've implemented some games where the speed test was a part of the game. You know, like to get the ping and stuff on the on your you know, like when you hit tab, that type of thing. So I used to have things that would like balance games according to, you know, their speed and stuff like that. But yeah, at the moment it's showing a latency of 5 milliseconds. It's saying the upload speed is like 20 megabits and the download is 74. And those results are with the game downloading right now and 2 people playing. So it's like, yeah, it's still pretty good. I don't think anybody's going to notice any really like any hitch on the internet. Your speeds are horrible. Yeah, I remember that, Goldie. I remember that one. It's yeah. Nah, I like the internet here. It's pretty good. I know it could be a bit better, but I really would just like, it would be such a fun programming task because I've done a lot of networking. Networking has been my bread and butter in terms of like code. Like, you know, I like networking and, I wrote my own networking protocol at one point. I shouldn't say protocol. I wrote my own networking framework. And so like on sockets, I just used sockets and then I wrote a whole communication layer that you can use inside of computer games in order to like communicate and synchronize data. And that was really fun. And so like handling packets and accounting for packet loss and like building in things like interpolation and extrapolation and that kind of thing was really, really fun. And I think it would be a really fun task to try and use some of the new technology that's out there, like WebAssembly, to do a net speed test, like that you can run in your browser. I think that'd be such a fun programming exercise, but I don't know. It's very hard just to like take the time to like, you know, step aside and do a project like that when you have so many other projects that are on the go. But yeah. No, but those speeds aren't particularly impressive, are they? But I think it's also like you shouldn't be doing a speed test while you're, you know, while I'm on Wi-Fi, so that's gonna throttle it significantly. B, I'm downloading on Wi-Fi. C, there's 2 people playing, and like who knows what they're doing in downloading. So, you know, that all of those things would affect the net speed, but like not unhappy with it. We're already at like 25%, so we should be fine. Yeah, it's exactly, Sly. Like it is hit and miss. I think your results can be like very wildly, but you know, at the same time, like they are kind of in a way they're accurate because your speed is like as fast as it is. I mean, yeah, I think there's a new rollout happening of a new like higher speed internet that pushes the limits of what's even like possible on the you know, in Australian internet connections that are rolling out fairly soon. And, you know, like more people are apparently eligible than they realize. And you know, we might even, I should inquire and see if we can get an upgrade. But I think already we're like at the point where it's super fast. Yeah, exactly, Luke. Multi-gigabit is rolling out. That's it. Australia is finally catching up. You know, the sad thing too, Luke, though, the sad thing that's really sad, like unfortunate is you remember that like Kevin Rudd had, like when he was in government, one of their platforms was like, we're going to make the internet fast. The speed that we're getting now was what they were proposing getting us like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, that's right. Turnbull. Yeah. And apparently like, oh man, apparently there was like a conspiracy from like Foxtel to keep the internet slow so that streaming services wouldn't take over like, you know, pay-per-view and all those other kind of stupid internet things. It's anyway, ridiculous. But you know, whatever. Dude, Luke, nice. you can push changes way faster. Yeah, it can be like when you're trying to stream, when you're trying to play games, when you're working remotely, it really like can affect your productivity. It wastes a huge amount of time, right? And when your time is valuable, the more time that gets wasted, and like the lower your the lower your bandwidth and the lower your throughput, and the longer it takes to get your computer working or doing the thing that you want, the work. It's like, yeah, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. But you can get 1,000 down, 400 up here on a biz plan. Not much more than your current plan, but you don't use it. Yeah, I mean, sometimes there's more than you need, but I think often, like with computer hardware, more than you need can go to waste. With like internet speed, it's rarely the case that it goes to waste. Yeah, exactly. Time is always valuable. It's no, wait, not time like the herb, time like the fourth dimension of space. Is that? I don't think that's a thing. I think there's space time, but I don't think that the fourth dimension of space is time. I got that wrong, but you know what I mean. Yeah, damn, fiber to the premises without a business plan. That's like, yeah, that's super fast. Hey, I'm pretty down for getting something like that connected. But yeah, right now, guys, we're already at 38%. We're at 38% download, so I think we'll be okay. But we can definitely use this time to go have a quick look at the plans I was roughly making for the subathon. Dude, yeah, Goldie, you should get on that. You should 100% jump on that, man. I mean, I actually, didn't Nacho say he was hooking you up with that? Didn't I hear you say that you and Nacho were having a conversation about getting that sorted? That would be pretty good. That would be pretty cool, man. You're a nerd. At my last role, I was fitting out government offices with dual 10 up and 10 down redundant internet links. It felt so povo going home after that test. Yeah, that's the. I mean, there's some things that can get really fast speeds anywhere. I think although it's not good for gaming, if you get Starlink and those kind of technologies are getting really fast comparatively, like with Australia and the crap rollout that's happened with the way that the internet's gone here, you can actually sometimes get much better performance and speed. Well, not performance or speed. You can get better throughput. So for things like streaming or downloading large files, and when I say streaming, I mean like streaming video or downloading large files, you might actually get better performance with something like Starlink. It's just not going to be as reliable, and it's going to be things like higher packet loss. But when you're talking about like sheer throughput, I think that's a really, yeah. Okay, there you go. Luke gets pretty decent speeds on Starlink. So like, yeah, it's base trade. 4 terabytes of hentai. I would not recommend Starlink for that, because I do think they charge you by, unless you're on one of their like crazy unlimited plans, they do charge you by the data. I think there's like data limits, but I'd say go like just asking for a friend, but your friend should probably get fiber and then just get on an unlimited plan and use that. Yeah, it's good so long as you're not under a tree. Like I wanted to for a while. I considered doing the like van life thing for a little while and being like, oh, what if on my spare time I just got a van and decked it out with like a gaming setup. There's this one guy who has a YouTube channel about basically like rolling around in his game with this incredible gaming rig built into this really cool van, where he'll go like play World of Warcraft and go fishing, and then he'll like go out into the wilderness and he'll park his van next to a beautiful river, and he'll actually do the real fishing as well. And it's like, first I did my World of Warcraft fishing, and then I went and did like real fishing, and he had Starlink and he got like really fast net, like out in the middle of nowhere. But yeah. Hold on. The business plans are your data and the home plans are unlimited, but they should probably claim fair use if they want that. Yeah, for sure, Luke, for sure. The roaming plans are also limited. Yeah, right. That absolutely, man. It's well, there you go. Yeah, there you go. It's so wouldn't cost that much to kit out an old van. Oh, but dude, this guy didn't kit out an old van. He kitted out like a really, really nice new one. Hey, Lainey, how you doing? Welcome to the YouTube chat. Good to see you there. Welcome. How'd you find us? I'm guessing you're looking for maybe UEFN content. We get a lot of people seeking UEFN stuff come through YouTube because of the name and the tags and stuff like that. At the moment, we're just waiting for the new update to download. We're at 51% now. But yeah, hey, Goldie's saying hi, but there's a lot of people here in the Twitch chat. If you want to come and, you know, see what everyone else is saying and what I'm responding to, or even just like, you'll see the chat messages, that's where those are coming through. So you're welcome to jump over there. But also you're welcome to stay on YouTube. Thanks for swinging by and saying hi. I think I've got a Starlink kit and I need to sell it if anyone needs one. There you go. If anyone's fitting out a van, Luke's your man for Starlink hookups. That's 1,000 down, 400 up is available anywhere with fiber to the premises. But like, unfortunately, Benny, like most houses don't get fiber to the premises. The really sucky thing, the most stupid thing about Australian infrastructure is they updated a whole bunch of the exchanges to support really, really fast internet. And then they run the data fiber to the node, and then they run the data from the node to the curb, like to the premises, with copper. Or sometimes they'll even get fiber to the curb and then run it from the curb to the premises with copper, which is insane. It's like trying to funnel a river through a straw, and you're like drinking from the straw, right? It's so stupid. But anyway, the servers are up. All right, cool, Sam. Does that? I'm guessing, yeah. I mean, we weren't waiting for anything anyway. We're just waiting for Fortnite to update, so we're good. They just upgraded everyone for free to fiber to the house in your city. Yeah, sick, Jess. That's incredible. Yo, Dolly's still here. How you doing, Dolly? I love that emote. Have you all seen Dolly's new emote? That's going to be one of the stream rewards, guys. Because we had so many donations recently, we unlocked a few more sub spots, which is incredible. So you too could get a cool emote just like Dolly's. But yeah, I love that one. I love that one. Captures the personality perfectly. There's a big push to get fiber to the curb finally done. Yeah, I think so. I think they'll even, like, the upgrades are happening for like free, right? Like a lot of ISPs just get, you know, you'll just like one day your internet will be faster and all you have to do is like call them up. Or maybe sometimes in some cases you wouldn't even need to call. They'll just go and install the new infrastructure and you're off. But okay, hold on, Sly. You want to hear what's fucked up? When I built a house 7 years ago, there was a fiber node right to the front of the house, literally against the front fence. But they changed the rules when I was building and did a 1 kilometer copper run to the nearest. Why? Why, Sly? Why would they do that? It was just like a rule change? That's so stupid. Dan, as I upgraded to FTTP, fiber to the premises. If you drop one of those T's, it's very close to reading as file transfer protocol. And I feel like that acronym, if you don't look carefully, could be misread, but I didn't. I caught the second T, and in the context, it makes sense that I would catch the second T. But if they're offering upgrades, but I don't have one, okay, to the house no more. Yeah, all the upgrades are free, Sly, at the moment. I think there's like just a lot of people just don't even know about it. That's the thing, hey. They sent me a letter and said we can upgrade if you want. Just give us a call. Yeah, it's like more people should be doing that right now. All right, we're at 76%, but let's go jump across to something I've been having a bit of a play with. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. Here it is. Let's get that up here. So while we download, let's have a bit of a squiz at this. So here's the rough plan, guys. Here's the rough plan for our stream. We're looking at new clips. Thank you, Snolzy, for the clip. What did we clip? I've just been warming the stream up. We haven't even started yet. But thank you for the clips. I really appreciate that, man. Let's see. So what we've got, let me just rearrange this so we can keep an eye on the download progress while we talk about this. But all right, there's the download progress right above my head here. And then on the side, what we've got is some of the plans for the subathon. You guys, yeah. So this is the plan. So the schedule. Let's start with the schedule. I still need to put this up into a nice infographic, and I need to stick it on. You know, like a. I'm wondering if I do like. I want to make a web page for the stream, essentially, guys. That's one of the things that I'm going to do for the stream. I don't think I'll do it as a part of the stream, but after the fact, we might on a stream just be like, okay, what information would we want to potentially capture, and then we'll use that to set up a to set something up. So here we go. So we've got. Is this large enough? Let me zoom for you all. So on day one, that's tomorrow, I want to start warming the stream up at about 10 a.m. And so we're going to have some fun games. The first one, we're going to use the swear jar. This swear jar up here. So if you guys recall, swear jar does more than just catch swear words. It catches everything I say, right? And so we're going to be able to do some fun things with that, where I'm going to create a new Discord channel. And I should reach out to you, Goldie, and see if you're on board with all the different plans that we've got. But, you know, we'll have a minute to do that maybe after the stream, or, you know, if you have any comments, you can just say, Laney's waiting. So Laney and YouTube is waiting for the Fortnite update as well. That's hilarious. I think everybody's kind of waiting for this. Yeah, you know nothing so far. This is news to Goldie too. But you know, here we are. Okay, so the plan is I'm going to get started at about 10 a.m. I'm going to be warming up the stream, and we're going to be talking about things. People who would like to participate in the predictions for the most words said, I think what we're going to do is we're going to, between 10 and 1, say all the messages that people make predictions for their for the most said word on the entire stream. And this could be anything, any word at all, anything in the English language. It could be like joiner and filler words. It could be like non-joiner filler words. It will be anything. So the most said word, we'll be collecting predictions for that. And then we'll also be collecting predictions for the most said swear word. And yeah, so we'll be doing that. And is Kaz there? It'll be, yeah, well, I say that one a lot as well. So that one's going to be a pretty good guess. So I'll set the channel up, and from 10 o'clock on, the first person to claim a word like that word, like, for instance, will get put there. Kaz mentioned that there's a different thing that you can do to filter out filler words. Hey, Burlap, good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Let me drop you a Burlap in the chat and actually gigantify it, because I'm learning that you can do that now. How you doing, Burlap? Welcome. So so we're gonna get warmed up. We're gonna take predictions for these words at around 11:30. I'm gonna start. And so we're gonna go over some of the things that are gonna happen in the stream. We'll kind of get a bit of a plan together. I'll fill you guys in, and for anybody who is not has essentially what we're doing now, but in more detail with the final stuff. We're going to be doing that. At 1 o'clock, we'll have Jeopardy. So Castell's going to come through, and she's prepared a game for us, kind of like a quiz show. And me and Fass are both going to be in the quiz show. So I don't even I don't know all the details of this one, but Castell's been coming up with ideas, and she's got something pretty exciting ready for us. And so there's going to be a Jeopardy style quiz, I think, with a whole bunch of questions. I think she was saying there's 12 questions in it. And then that's going to take us for about 2 hours from 1 till 3. And this is a rough plan. We may not stick to it exactly, but rough plan is 1 till 3. And then 3 onward, it's going to be... so chat is going to have a lot to do with the game. For instance, chat is going to choose the classes of everybody playing. So Voodoo, I think, will be able to join us for a little bit of this. So it'll be Voodoo, me, Fass, and Kaz. Playing Diablo 2 hardcore from 3 o'clock, and that means if our characters die, that's it. Like we close the game, we exit, and we're going to be trying to finish at least Act 1. So we're going to be hardcore running Act 1, and here's the big condition: is we won't be able to use town portals. No town portals unless chat comes in and gives us 10 subs, and those 10 subs will unlock a town portal that will allow us to get back into town. So that's the little hitch with playing Diablo 2 hardcore. And so that's going to take us, I hope that'll take us through most of the day. I've got some backups. So like if we all die really quickly, then there's some other really good ideas for the like words on stream is one good idea. Yes, it's a 24-hour stream, Burl. Absolutely. That's the plan. So yeah, that'll be for the Diablo 2 hardcore. And then once all of that winds up and everybody goes home and goes off to do their thing, I think Fass has a sponsored stream, for instance, so she can't stick around the whole time. But at around like 8 p.m., but maybe sooner if the Diablo 2 hardcore thing like goes badly and we die early. But at some point, we're going to be transitioning to hacking the pet feeder. I'm going to be getting the pet feeder to run from subs so that people can give bits or subs or whatever the case may be. I think I'm going to connect it so that we'll figure that out when we get there. But initially, I think probably subs. It'll be you guys. If you donate or something, it will activate the pet feeder, and I'm going to we're going to fill it with M&Ms or something like that. And so this is going to be me trying to work around the systems built into the pet feeder to make it work as a Twitch activated pet feeder. And this is for dev stream. So this is going to go on into dev stream when it's done. And so I'm going to see how much I can get done with tomorrow evening. Well, I should say tomorrow evening. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be getting the pet feeder running. And then after that, I'm thinking I might take a little bit of time to sleep. Kaz was saying that, she slept on stream for her first stream. So yeah, exactly. It's like that. Worst case scenario, it's going to be interesting. So yes, there'll be a sleep phase. Goldie gets to sleep too. Exactly. So I'm thinking around 4 hours. And so that'll be from about 1 till to 4 or 5. I think about 5 a.m. I'm going to go, I'll make some breakfast and we'll hang out and we'll chat like this for a while again. We'll just talk and, we'll mess about and we'll look at things and, we might look at some YouTube videos. It's going to be very low pressure because after all, it's going to be, it's been a big fortnight, guys. This fortnight has actually taken it out of me. It's been a lot, especially when I throw all the work that I've had to do in the meantime into the mix. It's been a lot for sure. But then after breakfast, Sunday's going to be an easy day. I don't think we're going to do a whole lot, but we're going to be potentially playing some community games. That's what I want to do. So I know a lot of you already have Warcraft 3 tower defense. I think that would be really fun to jump in and play together. Another thing we might do together is playing Fortnights, and it'll just be low key, it'll be, maybe like custom games, Fortnite custom games, or no builds, something like that. And then at the end of the stream, we're gonna review the winners. So that'll be part of what we do. But we've also got, so I've been thinking about like ideas. So none of this is locked in. I'm not committing to any of this, but I don't mind sharing it with you guys. You don't have either of those games, Goldie? Look, if you want to suggest a different game, we can 100% like make that happen. But like, yeah, make a suggestion, Goldie, and we can add it to the list for a thing to play. Because like, if you really want to play a game, I would love to play a game with you, man. So I still need to set up the sub timer. That's a thing that we might do while we wait for. Oh no, everything's updated. It's nice to have fast internet, isn't it? That's pretty cool. Peak is a good one. Yeah. That's a good idea. There's another friend of mine who's been wanting to play Peak for a long time, who I should probably reach out to and see if they're up for that. So yeah, that's not a bad idea. There are some things that I'm thinking, like Fast was saying I should set goals if we hit certain milestones for subs that we want to unlock. And I think I want to be like pretty normal with my sub goals, because like a streamer my size shouldn't set really big goals the way that I'd be inclined to with what Nacho comes and he comes and spoils this stream. So I don't want to set big goals, because I know that these are Nacho goals. I want to have normal goals so that everybody else can throw in and and do their, feel like they're making a dent in things like the leaderboard, because the leaderboard will be on stream the whole time, as it was with Fast's stream. But yeah, so these are some other ideas. There's I'll add that subtask of peak, so that maybe Goldie can jump in on that one too. But yeah, that's the idea. That will be the idea, guys. But a few things I was thinking about was like rewards for different donations. Well, for one, we're going to try and memorialize the whole subathon with a website that recaps everything that happened. So like when people did donations and stuff like that, probably something like the whole leaderboard will be captured and serialized as this thing that like stays there in memoriam. We'll have things like what I want to do is make the gold shimmer something that's like goes all over the, you can see the top 3 spots on the leaderboard. I was thinking it might be good to do for like 100 a new animated emote. For 50, you get another new emote. For 20, I was thinking of adding a badge to our chat. So this chat here, we could add special badges that people get for supporting the stream, that would just like sit there. And so like you can kind of see right now where Goldie has or even David. And good morning, by the way, David, how are you doing? Good to see you here. So like right now there's like the name of the person. We could have little icons for special badges there that appear just in our chat, just in our stream. And so whenever somebody says something, like if we have those little badges, I figure if we're going to do a subathon, we may as well commemorate it, and anybody who contributes 20 subs will get a thing like that. So I'm looking for feedback. Really keen to hear what you guys think about the whole concept, about the idea, whether you think it's good, whether you think it's bad, whether we should do it, whether we shouldn't do it. I don't know. It's up to all of you, all of y'all. So, these are the rough ideas that Fast helped me come up with. Castell had, a lot of input in this as well. So those guys are going to be helping with the stream. That's going to be amazing. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Is if it's good, if you have any other ideas that you want to add to it or subtract from it. I have a few hours before, like that's basically till the rest of stream, and then I'm going to go sleep. But make a goal to create a subscriber badge, as there isn't one yet. That's a really good point. Yeah, that's a good one. I think another unlock here would be, so hold on. In base chat, one of the unlocks I'm thinking, Goldie, would be like, having, Twitch icon support being like, if we hit this many subs for the subathon, we're definitely going to implement that. I know we'll do it, but like I might do it in a shorter timeline if we hit certain milestones with it. I don't really know exactly how to structure this thing, but I really want to learn because I think I could make a really good tool that makes doing subathons easier. Next song. But yeah, it's just a basic star. Right. Yeah. No, I totally get what you mean, Goldie. That's oh, the on-screen one. Yeah. This one here. So just like all here, making little things that, you know, one thing I want to do is make like the top 3 people from the sub leaderboard come up with like shining text here in the same way that they come up on the leaderboard. But there's lots of those little things where I'll weave it into maybe like the things that the subathon unlocks as like goals that we're definitely going to do. But yeah. Okay, my Fortnite update is done. Shall we jump in? Shall we jump into that? Let me open up UEFN. And we'll cross our fingers that not everything has broken, because sometimes things can break. Things can totally break. But let's see where we're at. It's still loading. We're gonna have the whole intro and everything too, aren't we? That'd be cool. Well, that'll be nice to watch that together. Let's see. So this here, actually, I'll get out of the way of it. Hold on. This is the sub that came through. This was the sub from Dilza. Thank you again, Dilza, for resubbing. I really appreciate that. That's so cool. Yeah, you can actually, we still remember we wrote that code that logged out all the data that we got from Twitch. And then on this row here, we have all the data that we filtered it out into and like reformatted it. But, okay, here we go. Any minute. It's been a long journey, hasn't it, guys? Like the 14 days have felt like a long time. That was a long 2 weeks with everything we learnt in UEFN. It's been huge. It's been a big learning curve and a lot has happened over 2 weeks. So when we left off last time, we were working on the getting the shooting mini games going, and towards the end, we actually like cracked it right at the end. Ooh, we've got a new menu here, I think. Oh, look at that! All the textures have broken. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get the news onto the other screen. The UEFN documentation and stuff is here. There it is. So this is what we've got here. Yeah, okay, they're loading. You can see in the bottom right. Good. It's preparing stuff. At the start of the stream, let's see, we had somebody link a bunch of patch notes. Who was it? No, it wasn't you, was it, Sam? It was... I've missed it. I could go look through the chat logs and rewind it, but... oh, good. Thank you, Goldie. So here we go. What do we got? Property validation warnings now throw errors. Okay. Probably good. Thank you. That's perfect, Goldie. Publish your Squid Game Islands in Fortnite. Okay. There must be a lot of Squid Game Islands if this is like a big push they're making like this. User options will be set to minimum and maximum values. Okay. New Fortnite tools mode. There's a viewport called Fortnite tools. In this mode, several new level building tools are available to help you speed up your workflows. These tools are used internally at Epic, and now they're available to all creators. In this first release, there are 4 tools: a helper tool, travel time tool. What? The 3D select tool greatly speeds up selecting groups of objects such as buildings. Cool. And the snap to target tool allows for quick duplication and placement of selected objects. I mean, tempting to read that. New debug commands menu. Ooh. Spawning test. This is cool. I like this. Despawn tested players. Eliminate nearby AI. Okay, cool. I wonder how this works though, because you can't even do this stuff in the editor. So we're gonna have to see about it. Like in the editor, you never see runtime. That's the really weird thing about UEFN. It's like runtime is in the game itself, and so how are we gonna like control the position of spawned players and that kind of thing? We need to go have a look at this. So creators can access this debug menu in either Fortnite Creative or UEFN editing session after starting a game. Press escape to open the sidebar, then look at the debug commands above endgame. Alright, let's check that out. Let's, while we wait, we'll launch our game. One file per entity. Cool. I mean, more fragmentation can really be better when resolving conflicts, so that's good. Nice. User interface feature template update. I haven't done much with the user interface yet. I'm looking forward to playing with that, but that's not really like been fit into our Fortnite or Fortnite. 7 Goldie, did you stay a few extra minutes last night to see Hillfort Games evaluate a chatter's new game on stream? It was really good. Yeah, I did. I mean, I actually added you, Goldie, in that, and it was funny how similar his feedback to that person's game was to the feedback that I gave to your game. I don't know, man. It's like, I think I even hit the clip command when he basically, like, word for word gave the same damn feedback that I gave to that guy, that I gave to you, that he gave to that guy's game. It was really good. I think Hillfort's really, he's a one-man show, and he's released pretty successful games in the past. So like he's got a pretty based opinion when it comes to that type of thing. Okay, memory usage. The way they're doing that is different. Spire devices can bring Spire gameplay to their islands using an Overlord Spire device, Scout Spire, and Spire Spike. I don't know what these are. Environmental prop that drops loot when destroyed, but can be customized to knock players. Okay, cool. Content browser and inventory updates. New Lego templates. Oh, new guns. I wonder if there are any new handguns that are work like a normal handgun, small model, and shoot quickly. Okay. Updated documentation, text localization options, community bug fixes, ecosystem updates, added support for health shield, overshield regeneration. Okay. I'm guessing. Mega Chub, welcome to the chat, man. Is this that Aphex song twin where they go, stop making that face? Every Aphex twin video clip is the stop making that face song. But you've got a keen ear. This 100% is Aphex Twin, but I don't think this is one of those clips. I mean, his clips are wild. Yeah, where are they? I think you're thinking of like, maybe you're thinking of like Come to Daddy or Window Licker Mega Chub. Those are the really wild ones. What is it like? Window Licker. It's probably like, where's the one with like the, I mean, that's the face. He's always making that face. This one is like one of his nicer songs, I think. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Weirdest video clip you all have ever seen. Is that little kid where he says at the beginning of the song? Okay, no, I don't know that. But the reason he probably says that is because of scenes like, how do I explain it? It's like everyone has his face in his video clips. Where it's like this. It's like that, this dude's face on everyone. This is not playing quickly. It's just freaky and weird. Stop making that face. He always has that face, like everywhere. Anyway, those videos are crazy, yes. Hard agree with that. All right, where are we at? So, okay, scene graph stuff is relevant, though it still seems like you can't. Oh, okay. Sleep function now has improved functionality. Well, that would be really annoying. Something as fundamental as sleep. It's crazy they would launch a language without that. Yeah, thank you, Night Streamer. That'll probably really help Goldie. It's like Hillfort did the basically what we did. He basically did exactly what we did with this other guy's Steam page. I would recommend you ask that same question to Hillfort. Next time we raid, actually, Goldie, if he's on, I'll raid and request that he do the same breakdown of the game's Steam page. And you'll probably get a lot of useful information from Hillfort as well. But yeah, okay, cool. There's some cool stuff here. I think the thing I really would like to try is, so here is Fortnite. My God, guys, it's still not even finished loading. So there we go. Open that up. Still loading, unfortunately. And no control for some reason. Can't move the player around, but I mean, okay, this is working. So where do we get to? We got underground here. There we go. So one thing I realized I didn't check when we didn't check this when we went in here, but was the HUD working when we moved it into the other scene is something I want to remember to try. And then I think as I look at this, we can probably still pad our, so let's pick up where we left off. I'll copy and paste that, and I want to move this down to like, where's our, there we go. Down here. So we still need, we can fill this out a little bit more. And maybe I don't want a big one, I want some small ones there. That one. Yep. He said smaller devs need to grab attention straight away. He said get rid of your logo at the start of it because unless you're a AAA studio, it doesn't really count for anything. It doesn't help you sell your game. It just dissuades people. He didn't get as far into it. He really just said like your big problem was you didn't show your gameplay immediately. You have to hook them pretty much immediately. Aphex Twin Isus is what I was thinking about. No, it's cool. It's cool, Mega Chub. I really like Aphex Twin. I like a lot of his music. I think a lot of it is just too... Yeah, I'll even play some. I think a lot of it is a bit too chaotic for the vibe that I'm trying to get here on the stream, but like, we'll play some. Yeah, that's Aphex Twin. And actually, you know what? Here, this is a good example of that. Like, stop making that face. Like, this is the face. It's a vibe. It's a weird vibe, but it's a vibe. So Megachub, this is why I don't. Although I do find Aphex Twin good for focusing, this is why I don't put it on stream very often because it's such a different style of music. It's like chaotic and then occasionally you'll get a song like the one we were just listening to. Really different, huh? So what are some other really iconic ones? This one is, for sure. It's a weird, like, talking about eating souls. This is the one where the freaky face is a big part of the brand. Tempted to like pop this out as a window and show the video clip for it. For people who've never even seen it. Yeah, such weird music. But good. Let's see if I can pop this out. No, can't figure it out. This is a jam, yeah. It's all right. Hold on. We will. Just wait until you guys, if you think this is a jam, wait until you see it with the clip. That's annoying. And if you guys think that this is weird, nobody Google Rubber Johnny, because that is the strangest video clip Aphex Twin has ever made. If not the strangest video clip I've ever seen anywhere. Yo, Nacho, thank you for resubbing. If you think Seb has a... Hold on. What do we got? If you think Seb has a mad rig right now, you have no idea how mad his new rig will be next week. Also, Mel is visiting him. Yes. You can't hear the audio. Ah, that's annoying. Okay, you couldn't hear the audio. That sucks. Thank you, Nacho Pants, so much for the 1 month. I appreciate that. At tier 3 too. That's a fancy 1 month subscription right there. That is a fancy 1 month subscription. I really appreciate that, Nacho. Thank you so much. It's yeah, you can't hear the audio. No, that's fine. It's fine. We didn't need to stay too long on Aphex Twin anyway. It's about time we get back to more normal music. So, you know, more in line with the vibes and, you know, the feeling that we want to have for this stream. Let's see if I can pull it up. So here we go. There we go. It's more like it. Though I'm getting a bit... I've heard these a lot. Hold on though, Nacho. What are you talking about with rigs? You better not be talking about that computer you were teasing a while ago, because that's a lot of computer and... Oh my gosh. Yeah, we need to figure something else out around that, dude. But amazing, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Nacho. It does sure sound like it. It sounds, yeah. That's some computer. That is some computer right there. Did you hear we're doing a subathon soon? We've got plans. I need more feedback from people about plans for normal is boring. Yep. I mean, we have an etching machine downstairs. We've been etching Nacho into glasses for the last, like, how long? Fast has been doing that on stream, so we can definitely etch some things into a side panel, Benny, that's for sure. But yeah. Okay, where are we at? Let's keep going so we can wrap this thing up and test, though it's been sitting in this screen for, like, so long. Push changes to refresh. I can't push changes to refresh because I need to relaunch it. We can get this dang thing going. But yeah, guys, so there's a lot of ideas about Izzy, night streamer. I don't think we're ready for laser beam. I don't think we're ready. It needs like, he might, if we reached out, he might do it, but we need to work out some, like, his time is pretty precious, and I think he's probably better off playing with, like, Fruity and stuff like that rather than trying our lonely little Fortnite game. I think it's going to be amazing when it's done, but it might not be ready yet for somebody of his caliber. Well, we don't need it perfect, but we do need it, like, I would want the whole game loop in a reliable enough way that we can go through once and actually, like, compete and have fun, right? Because there's nothing worse than, like, shooting your shot with a person at that scale. Like, if Laserbeam were to do, like, to play one of these Fortnite maps, the amount of attention it draws to it is really, really big. And if people think it looks really fun, they'll actually play it. And if he has a lot of fun playing the game, he might play another one in the future, right? So with all of that being said, if he has a terrible time and people see him having a terrible time, he's going to be pretty honest about it, and that would just, like, undermine all the work we've been doing. And even if I went on to make it really awesome, if it wasn't awesome at the time when he played it, then that opportunity is missed, right? Yeah, you want him to love it. It's exactly it, Night Streamer. So I would 100% love him to play it. I'd absolutely love him to play it. I would love very little more than to have the chance to show what we're making to some of the biggest Fortnite creators. I really want to do that, but I don't want to do that too soon, because, you know, every opportunity is also a chance to fail in some way. So when you take a shot like that, you have to make sure that you're ready for it, and we're not ready for it yet. But I mean, it's the kind of thing where, you know, who knows, if he's looking at Twitch, maybe he swings by one day And he goes like, oh yeah, I met that Seb guy. He seemed nice. Oh look, he's making a Fortnite map. That's pretty cool. I mean, that'd be like, wow. That'd be like, wow. I'd be really happy with something like that. But, you know, as it stands, we're not ready. We can't even get the game to load right now, let alone, you know, asking someone like him to wait in line for us to screw around with like sharing settings and to, you know, it's not published yet. I think we just need to publish it first, even if it's like an alpha of the game. That's what we need first. But, you know, I think it'd be good to make some progress on this today. You gotta let it cook first. Goldie's right. Goldie's right. Yeah, we gotta let it cook a little bit. And then, because we definitely cooking. But yeah, I'm not sure when like this will fit into streams and when it will be like actuator time and when it's gonna be stream time. I think the Fortnite map. I do want to end the subathon with us all playing it together. So I'd like to get it to the point today where this last mini game is working, and then I'd like to get it to the point where we can all jump in on the same at the same time. I think I actually have some instructions on how to do that. I took notes here. Let's see. Where is it? No, this was us rambling about context switching. I think it was in here. When that loads. Were these our notes? No, those were the naming conventions. Oh, where did I write them down? I definitely copied and pasted some notes about getting people to play together. It's, Where was it? No, it's not here. Man, how long have we been waiting on this? I think we've been waiting an hour, nearly, since we got the update to now. It's been about an hour, and we were waiting on that screen. We were waiting for all sorts of different things to load. This is one of the biggest things about this. Maybe that's not fair. Maybe it's not quite an hour, but we've been waiting a long time to get this to work. Don't know why it's not. Don't know why it's not. We're gonna have to see. I mean, yeah, kinda. I did kind of force it to force an unexpected reboot. I exited session and started session again, and now we're back to this like loading screen. I don't know. Their servers are probably under like heavy load because everybody's jumping in. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll give it a chance. We'll give it a chance. Any minute. Okay. Close and restart. Yeah. I have learned to just be patient with these things, though. You know, sometimes you just have to wait. Sometimes, like, turning it off and back on again doesn't actually help. We can do things. Okay. We failed the cook request. The cook request for the server. And then we have an error that just says com. Thank you, Unreal. Thank you, Fortnite. What if we hit start again? What if we exit the session? What does that do? Okay. Editor is not connected. Helpful error. Exactly. Very helpful error message. What if we launch now? Oh, now it's completely locked up. I can't tab to it. Not the smoothest development experience. Session loading. Is it doing anything different? Maybe I just quit that. Exit the session. Launch it again. See if that helps. close and restart. As you guys said, your call has progressed in the queue. Exactly. I reckon they're trying to like, it must be a huge thing to deal with that many people trying to play a network, like a multiplayer network game with such huge infrastructure all at the same time. I'm sure all of their servers are getting like completely flooded with. Ooh, is that Master Chief? It looks like Master Chief on the left. Interesting if it is. Power Rangers I've seen, but the I guess there's definitely been a Master Chief collaboration in the past, but okay, it actually means something, does it, Goldie? A synchronization or package loading. It often arises when a required asset like the Niagara system or a custom device is missing or corrupted. It can happen when... Ooh, new screens, guys. I didn't see this last time, so maybe that's why it didn't work initially. I can't share my other screen with you, but it's loading, trust me, and it's doing something different, so... And it does seem to be a Power Ranger related thing. I mean, granted, it did go from 200 players online to over 1 million within an hour. Jesus, did it? 200 players online seems too low. That seems too low, Tyler, for Fortnite. I don't think Fortnite has had 200 players since it launched. More like 200,000 players to 1 million. I believe that. But, you know, that's what they do. They make a spectacle out of it. They make it a big event. Okay, since we're stuck waiting here anyway, let's get going with... I mean, am I happy with this? Am I happy with this scene as it stands? I think I want to fill that little space with a cup. A little whiskey glass. Not that it is a whiskey glass, but also, I don't know what it is. Little juice glass. I gotta remember not to move it until I have only the top level object selected. Otherwise we get some weird artifacts that happen with the effects. The special effects go weird. There we go. Alright. There's another gap here, but maybe that can stay. Now, we'll actually do this one with the whiskey glass. Or again, the not whiskey glass. The glass of vaguely red liquid. Alright, cool. Getting somewhere. What about one more of such a glass just there? About here, yep. Alright, cool, then let's leave this alone because that's probably done. That's done enough. That's done enough for now. Oh, hey look guys, we've got something. I believe we're even actually in the game. There it is. Alright. And the door goes up. Why did the door freak out? The door's completely gone. That's fine. And you know what we're not seeing? Is our score on screen. Which we were supposed to see at this point. Okay. Let's drill into why that isn't working, because that's worth checking out. Alright, so what do we got? We've got In the bar, we've got all of our targets, but we also should have our... So we've got the score, the minigame device. I think it's called Verse device. And then minigame, was that it? I think Verse device underscore minigame, but I'm not seeing it. But we can go and find it from bar. Clear this. Go find what it's... I mean, is this it? No. Verse device minigame bar. Yes, this is it. Maybe we need to find our verse code. This is one of the reasons I don't like violating the hierarchy of objects. Like, having things in a hierarchy means you can always find the thing that you want by, like, proximity almost. So that's our door. This is it. Verse device minigame. All right, there. This is what's missing. That should have been our score manager. What's it doing hiding here? Right, both of them did not get pulled forward when we moved them forward, so yeah. And now they're connected too, so that should do it. If I save and push changes, now we'll probably see our score and we're good. Yep. Oh, damn. The player count, that's handy. Yeah, okay, so they shut servers down and they've jumped up to nearly 2 million. But they peak at around like 1.6. Yeah. Damn. That's crazy. That is crazy. Alright, any minute. Content changed, push changes to update values. I haven't seen that yet. That's new. That is some new UI. Okay. How's it going? Create module versions. Maybe we work on our subathon thing while we wait for this. So we swap back and forth. I think the most painful thing about this whole process has been the waiting. Like I don't know how viable this is to work on large scale projects with. Small scale projects perhaps, but large scale stuff is, yeah, it's a whole thing to have to wait this long for every little change. Which is difficult. I think we've learned a lot over the last fortnight, but we have also spent a lot of time waiting. I don't know how Fortnite developers, like UEFN developers, deal with it. I don't know how you deal with it, Luke. I know you're probably doing a Luke lurk, but like, it's a lot of like inconvenience. Their development process, it's slow. I think maybe we need to adopt an approach where we validate less often, which causes more bugs, but like, I don't know. I mean, let's see if in the UI we have that thing they talked about where you can now, I mean, where was it? They said there's a new Fortnite option in the menu that might be here. They said just above start game, there was like a debug option. No, here. So, new debug commands. Spawn player tests. So, You've been tweaking, Goldie? I have, depends which tweaking you're talking about. He is always tweaking. He's definitely always tweaking, Psych. Kriggles, that application is a program called TLDR, and it's not just for flowcharts. It's really just for like any kind of drawing that you want to do. It's actually a website, and I do like it a lot. So I'll let me just share it with you. LDRAW, TL Draw, not TLDR. So there you go, Kriggles. And good to see you in the chat too, man. Luke, you've gotten used to it. I'd love a better environment, but I've adjusted to the way I work. To be honest, if I didn't make games before UEFN, you didn't make games before UEFN, so you have no comparison. Yeah, it's like I've never, like, the iteration loop, like the cycle of like test and play. Like write, test, write, test, write, test, write, test is usually what you do. It's like you write some system, and then you see the system work, and then you write some system, and then you see the change, and you make sure that what you're building doesn't get out of sync with what you're actually intending to do. And you just you can't do that here. All right, there we go. 3 + 3 + 3. And we've got some 2s and we've got some 1s. I mean, maybe the big things should have lower scores rather than bigger scores. We can actually invert it fairly easy. I mean, that might be like an accuracy tester where you want to try and hit the small things. But I mean, this will all come out in the balancing. But now our score system was working. So that's progress. That is progress. So cool. Very, very cool. So where are we at with this? We've got, this is green, so we've completed that. We've got, I mean, this would be the next thing to move on to, is rounds and eliminate players and stuff like that. But what I think we should do is put spawners in. I want to get spawners in so that when we do our playtest at the end of at the end of the subathon, that we are ready to do that. So let's do that. So we've got our player spawner. Spawn. We know where it is anyway. It's going to live up here in game. Player spawn point. Why did that not come up as a search result? So right now we've got 10 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is there not 10? I thought there was 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we've lost one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, hold on. 11, 12, 13. 13, but we have to get rid of these castle 2, 3. So there's 10. So we're missing one. We're missing a mini game. I think Jose must have lost it while working in the scene. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A whole level got dropped. All right, we need a little checklist here to test which ones are in and which ones aren't. These are our levels. Let's go here. We can keep track of that here. So let's make that little bit bigger. What we don't need is we don't need the castle near, castle mid, or castle far. We definitely have carnival. Just confirm that. Let's go search for Carnival. Yep, there's Carnival. That's our main one. Farm. Nah, what's this one? This is our, that is going to be Graveyard. This is Fields. Then we have Farm. Then we've got Totems. Then we've got Bar. That is going to be the China shop. It's going to be Market. And that's Temple, so Volcano was missing. This is the one that's missing. Okay. Well, I wonder what happened to that. Where is Volcano? There's our Verse device. Yeah, it's just actually deleted. Straight up deleted. Okay. We're gonna copy Temples. Good thing we caught that, guys. That whole thing can get copied, pasted here. Crazy, you started using TL Draw. It's a good tool, right? I really like it. I think it's pretty good. I hope they never like do a, you know, rug pull and make it paid. But we'll see. So there we go. This becomes Volcano. Volcano here as well. Volcano. Volcano. Few more. Okay. Then let's see if the texture exists. So we should be able to select this in the Is there no way to like select it in the content browser? That's kind of annoying if so. Blueprints. No, we're not marking anything up that way, I guess, in our assets. Okay. We've got, pretty sure import, and then it would be Volcano. There's no import for Volcano. Bar. Alright, we are missing something here, but that's fine. Where are these textures coming from? I'm pretty sure there's like a texture for every, there's a texture for every arcade machine. I have to go through the blueprint, I guess, to find it. Where are we? Any minute for it to load. Oh, look, guys. It crashed. Well, yeah, that's a... You're not going to be able to read that address, that's for sure. That's just like... ones in binary. How annoying. Yeah, I know, right? Big uh-oh. Okay. We need to restart the whole damn thing now. Yep. Start that thing up. Okay. Let it load. Well, what I was in the process of doing before we went offline, well, online, was making a bit of a subathon schedule. So let's do that. I was in the process of prompting it up a bit. So just to get a rough outline, I'm at the point where I've got like an image, and from here I'll be able to ask it to make this in HTML, and while it loads up, we'll have a look at that, because I can then set up the new scene to be like, hey, if I want to tell everybody about what's on the subathon, I can just like jump across to that new scene and do it from there. So I tend to keep all my code related to my stream in C, and then based, is it work, based OBS. And from there, we've got a bunch of different folders and stuff. We can make a new one and call it subathon. In here, I can copy that across, make a new text file, subathon, or even just index.html. And we'll open that in, I guess, code now. And I'll dump what we had there. Copy that path, and let's have a look in. Let's have a look here. Okay, cool. So that can go now in its own scene, essentially. And then if I want to change this around, I can just like change the code. And I could also integrate this potentially with the rest of our streaming tools. Might be a good idea to do that. And so let's see. Yeah, maybe I'll do it with our streaming tools. Is Unreal Editor done? Yes, it is. And we're back. So I wonder if it kept our our changes with like connecting. See, I don't even know if, okay, I'm guessing it did because this Verse device changed. 24 hours from 10 a.m. So it'll be on, we'll start Friday, and it'll be essentially, yeah, 24 hours later. Goldie, I'll write the whole schedule up and I'll have it ready for but I realize you probably want to know, like, you know, ahead of time, which is totally fair. So let's see. It's going to start August 8th on my birthday, and it's going to run 24 hours until August 9th at 10 a.m. And we'll see what happens with it. If I still have energy to keep going with it, then we might. But like that's the planned end time. So yes, there we go. So yeah, it should be about 10 a.m. I need to like also I'll put it in like a calendar thing so you guys can see where it's at. But yeah, I don't know. With UEFN taking so long and crashing constantly, maybe we should just like jump in and finish this off get that ready for the stream. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Be a little ahead of time for it. Do some cool features with it. I mean, this is day 14. I do want to do one. I'm just casually extend it. I mean, maybe we'll see. Like, if we hit a certain number, we keep going. I'll have a quick word with Fass about it, but I know on Sunday the subathon is due to end, but like, maybe. Do you think you guys would actually enjoy it if it was longer than that, though? 10 p.m. Right. All right, I see what you said. Goldie. Like, we could maybe do that. I just don't know if people would be into it or not. Which is why it's not a bad idea to do like Fast was saying. I should just like have a hard out on it, and then just like go as long as you want to, and then see. But yeah, we'll see. We will definitely see. Okay, so that's. That's facing. That needs to get scrolled and facing that way. So I think 10 players at this point is what we were needing to do. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. And let's test this new feature. Eventually, we're going to have to be very careful with the placement of these objects, but until the friction starts to burn. Alright, that looks like 10. That's our 10 players. Alright, cool. So let us launch this session, now that it's restarted. And we'll try that feature where we add a player. We'll add a fake player to it. Okay, so let's just quickly now add a new scene. So let me go chat while I do this. Okay, add a. It's going to be, let's see. Studio mode, so you don't lose me again. Okay, subathon. Let's see what we need for subathon. We're going to need alerts in the subathon scene. We're going to need audio, and then what else? Chat stuff? No, probably not. Info, yeah, we'll do that. Okay, the other thing I need to add here is this a link to this new scene. I'll copy that path. Go subathon, add a browser source. Subathon, browser, make it nice and big, and put that at the bottom. Okay, well, here we go. Have a look, guys. Probably I should have the camera as well. I just made us a subathon page. Isn't that pretty neat? That's not bad. It needs to be bigger. So let's quickly, I'll copy that path. We might even just, since we're moving fast, we'll do this in cursor. Is it done yet? Oh, the loading kills me, guys. Okay. All right, cool. Yes, we'll make that change. Let's go have a look. Does that look a bit better, or is that still too small? I need a new subathon button too, aren't I? Refresh that. Yeah, it's about the same. Okay, how we doing? Alright, that's worked. Now, I should be able to, in theory, spawn more people in with this new option. If I go escape, debug commands, spawn test players, run command, one test player, command executed. Okay. If it spawned him in, where is he? Did he just fall from the sky somewhere else instead of like being in the game? Oh, okay. Hold on, we can test it like this. We've learned we can do this. Go way up and then move the player here. And from here, it might be possible for us to spawn a bunch of players and then see if they actually show. Okay, sure. Oh, we see them spawning in, but then disappearing. Where are they going? What's that about? Oh, here we go. All right, why would they be spawning in the sky? Okay. That's not ideal, but a cool command. Lol. Does that mean there's already someone here? All right, everybody spawns in from the same spot in our editor. Why don't they use these? One asset editor was open when the would you like to? No, thank you. Okay, team index is 1. It doesn't matter. No teams, please. Okay, hold on. They go red, so... Fort Underground volume? Good point, Crazy. Maybe we do need to expand our underground volume a little bit to include that. Yeah, fair point. Guess we try that. Even bigger. At a point though, it stops being underground if it's too big, isn't it? I thought there'd be some other setting maybe I was like misunderstanding, but if it's not the case, and I just like these should work. So use as island start determines whether or not the spawn pad can be placed when the player is spawning into an island during the pre-game phase. It's like, yes, it should be able to. Team any should work, yeah. I mean, team 1 should work too, I think, as well, right? Like, team any. Let's see, what else? Save that, end the game. Push the changes, have another shot. Ah, you always have an extra backup spawner too because of an issue I had one map. What was the issue, and why does that backup spawner save you, Crazy? That's pretty interesting. It seems like, yeah, a backup spawner might make sense. What seems to happen is if it can't spawn a player, it just like puts them in the air and drops them in, which is not ideal. But then the thing is with the volume, Crazy, like if the volume was an issue, if the underground volume was an issue, why can I spawn? Because I can spawn for sure. I always show up in the right place. If I'm spawning in the right place, why are these other guys spawning in the sky? Yeah, okay. It was forcing the player to skydive. It skydives if it can't spawn them, so the backups give an extra option. Yeah, but like I was able to spawn from a location in here, so I'm not sure if I mean, all of these need to be pre-game only. Ooh. Player class. Let's see, hold on. I mean, that's not a bad idea, Psych. Polite suggestion to go to bed. Today, I definitely have to go to bed pretty early, like on time. I think after I figure this one thing out, the spawn issue, then... I mean, then yeah, it's bedtime. It's like, no, then it's subathon stuff and it's bedtime by 12 today. So 1 hour is what we've got really, guys. Move to a new folder. Create a new folder. This is spawns. Okay. I don't know about this like pre-game phase. We're gonna have to learn a bit more about that. Just make it always available. Save it. The session is updating anyway. Maybe we'll make them in-game, like visible in-game. One connection to the Fortnite world. Alright, while we wait. Font size. We'll make that like... Let's just see what that looks like with 2. Oh boy, that's too big. 1.2 maybe. Yeah, that's not bad. And then the H2 can become 2. What else? That's a little big. Maybe like 1.8. This can be 1.1 so you guys can still read it, but it doesn't take up too much space. Okay, cool, Goldie. If you wanna have a discussion about that, we can definitely do that. I think this is the rough plan. I think if we get together and like have a bit of a talk about this and whether it's a good idea or not, that's probably very smart. Since I know that you're gonna, you're definitely gonna want to be there, and I don't want to like, put you out too much and stuff. So it'll be worth checking in for sure. Okay, so let's make this maybe like that high. Oh, whoops, missing a 0. A little bit more still. Yeah, that's working. Cool. There's the schedule. Then I also need a little bit of Element TD at 6 a.m. I mean, yeah, maybe crazy. We can. We're also talking about other games because we're open to trying other things as well. So let's see. The H2 day 1. Oh, sorry. We've got our H1 2.5. So that's good. That's this 2.5. Very big. We've got our H2 1.8. So let's go have a look at what we've actually got here for day 1 and day 2. After that, we've got event title. Let's go see what this actually converts to in terms of event title. Maybe that's the problem there. Font weight, it can be 1.4. Now we're running out of space with it though. They all need to go a little bit smaller. 1.0. 8 goes to 7. 1.9. Padding 2. No, that's probably fine. There we go, starting to fin in a bit more. Let's go have a look at the subathon page. Yep, that's kind of working. Now, has it actually captured everything? That's the thing to check next. Has it loaded? Yes, it's finally loaded. Okay, let's try spawning someone in now, see if that works. Debug commands. This needs to be 10 players really. So you can't enter a number, you have to drag the slider. Okay. Okay, UEFN, whatever you say. Run that. Yay! That's looking good. That's looking great. Cool. We can see them spawning. Debug commands, despawn them. Nice. Cool. Yeah, excellent, guys. That's really, really good. So now we should be able to spawn people in for tomorrow. Yeah. That'll be really cool. I mean, might be useful to have like a pre-game phase. So maybe we write a quick little script for that, though it never seems quick or little when you try and do things in UEFN. Where are we? UEFN game phases verse. How does it refer to it in the editor? It says enable during phase. I think these need to be pre-game only. phase. Game phases. A phase is a separate part of something. There are 3 distinct phases. Pre-game, players are loaded in, but the match hasn't started. Warm-up, the 3-second countdown, and gameplay, when the game is running. Alright, so that's cool. How do we code around this? Is this still just the glossary of terms? Yeah. Okay, so I guess we really do need this. We're going to have to ask the developer assistant. Inverse. How do I trigger events based on the game phase? Reusable game trigger. Create a reusable game trigger to control vital gameplay elements in your minigame. Okay, game phase example. What device does it use? This is the most useless. Hold on. Ah. Is this the thing? No, that's just a trigger device. This sometimes is so stupid. The trigger device does not have any events specifically related to the transition of game phases. So player spawners have enabled during phase. Player spawners have an enable during phase property on them. How can I be notified when the phase of the game changes? Maybe there is something on the spawner. No. I mean, we could control our own phase, but it doesn't seem like, you know, on player spawned, we can add them to a collection, we could start a timer, we could do all that stuff. But if there's code here that kind of does it already, then we should lean into it. What do we got? Game phase that no. I mean, let's just try and see what happens right now. Player spawn pad devices, visible in game, teleporters. Enable during phase. This device will start disabled when the, okay. Nope, not useful. In UEFN, how do I get notifications about the different game phases? The sequencer device allows you to create timed events and animations. The note trigger. Nope. Nope, not that. I mean, honestly, this might be enough. The fact that we can all probably spawn into this might be enough to justify the making the thing just work like that. But one thing I would like to do still is, so when this session updates, I want to check the scores. I mean, the score manager isn't working yet. I don't think. If I hold tab, we're not going to be able to see scores unless we start to see that when there are multiple people, but we can test that too. What else we got? Always waiting when we're doing UEFN. All right, so let's quickly review this while we're waiting, eh? Yeah, always watching. Exactly, crazy. Where were our... We had our tasks here. Let's pop that out. Minimize that. And confirm that these match. So we're going to warm up at 10 a.m. These two things start at 11. Going to go Jeopardy at 1. Diablo 2 Hardcore at 3. Exciting. Then we're going to be hacking the pet feeder for a bunch. We're going to do a little sleepy. Then we got our second day. Breakfast and warm up. Element, TD, Warcraft 3 and Fortnite. User tests, excellent. End stream, swear word, yep, swear word winners. Okay, cool. That did copy across nicely. That's good. So what more do we need here? We need to set up the wheel spin. Let's do that. So, wheel spinner. Wheel picker. See if that one remembers. So let's see. So we get our wheel picker. There we go. Not a broad range of options currently. 7 Fast Freaky Friday. Super Hot Noodles. Birthday push-ups. Wear Fast F's clown wig. Blind. Taste test challenge. Chat orders food. Should let Fast know. Okay. Then I think it's time to raid Goldie. Or I don't know. Should I or should I not? I can always raid out later. I am going to be up a little bit longer doing this. I think it makes sense. Does anybody else have more ideas about things we can put on the spin wheel? I do want to check if I go back here, it remembers. It does, yes. Do you have any more ideas for these guys? So the wheel spin could have a few more things. I know Fast had a lot of good options on hers. All right, cool. What else we got? should bookmark this so I don't forget it. Bookmark, bookmark, bookmark. There we go. Wheel picker. Okay, so that's down. Now I also need to do... Yeah, thank you. Blind, not bind. Fixed. Blind taste test challenge. I should prepare some things for that for Fass. Though, I really have to ask her to do it. Otherwise, I'm going to know what all the ingredients are, aren't I? That's going to be the thing about that. Let's see. That's so nice. That's so freaking nice. How good is this human? How good is this human, guys? Is this not a great human? Just you'll wait, hold on. Look what I just received. Isn't she the best? Isn't she the best human? Man. Oasis is just such an awesome human. She do be the best, indeed. Indeed. She is the first person to wish me happy birthday. So, some notes for Fass. Hey, would it be possible to... So, the Freaky Friday swap is a thing to be aware of. What else is there? The couple of questions ahead of subathon. So, our questions are... let's see. Questions include... could you prepare for 3 random things for could you prepare 3 random things for a blind taste test challenge and administer them if it comes up on the wheel spin. Two, can I borrow your clown wig? If it comes up on the wheel spin. Hold up, I need to, let's see. So these are my questions for Fass. Can I borrow this if it comes up on your wheel spin? Yo, Forky, how you doing? Other question would include 3. Could you please grab super hot noodles and M&Ms? M's if you head into town. Actually, I can do this tomorrow. Also, what time are you heading into town tomorrow morning? I might join you to grab 1 super spicy noodles and 2 M&Ms for the pet feeder. Peanut ones. Sweet. Sent. Sorted. Message sent. Yeah, nah, fair, Goldie, fair. Alright, cool. So, this stuff's kind of sorted. Oh, I should have also asked if I can eat her weird leftover pickle. That would be smart. So, 3. Could I please potentially eat your weird leftover pickle if it comes up on the wheel spin? All right, sweet. Nice. I think that's the questions, guys. I need to set up the sub timer. So let's see. I think Stream Elements has a sub timer built in, right? So that might be something to set up. So while we wait for that, there are 2 pickles left. Yes, that's right. Now there's a sentence you don't hear every day. They are very weird pickles too. I'll tell you, they're unusual pickles. Those pickles have some strange flavors associated with them. So let's see. It's in the. Let's see. It's in overlays, Stream Tools overlays, subathon timer. I might have to ask Fit about this. Subathon timer. I mean, let's see if this is done. It has worked. I needed to test. One of these environments had targets to shoot, and I need to test if they're shootable. And I need to put things in them so that everybody has something to shoot if we go ahead and test this. It was totems. Where's totems? Also, didn't I duplicate this? I swear I did. I swear I created a duplicate of that. So we need to fix that before we call it a day. This one did too, so let's do that. Gun. I'm not seeing scores for these. And I think I know why. Yeah. That's going to be a matter of tagging targets for scores. We'll probably need that for the test, so it's probably worth putting a little bit of like just a moment of time into that. And by a moment of time, I mean a while, because you have to click around and do that really silly thing where you can't assign it to a whole bunch of, you can't tag a whole bunch of objects at once. There must be a way to do that though. So there we go. This one needs a we're gonna have to copy it from a different thing. Oh, we'll just add it because we know what it is. All right, there we go. From here we add a tag, first tag markup. It's gonna need target tag. Where is it? First tag markup, target tag. Medium for these. So that can copy, paste. Music, hello? Didn't they mention a new feature, the 3D select tool? They did mention that, but like, what is it? Is that going to allow us to like apply things to multiple objects all at once? A simple helper tool, 3D select tool, selecting groups of objects such as buildings. that will help a lot, but it won't help with this, right guys? And maybe like you definitely know UEFN better, Luke, but if I select multiple objects, the problem of this panel disappearing, if I can select all of them at once, it doesn't help us. I still need to paste it one at a time, whether I can select them all easily or not. I still have this problem of like, yeah. Unless I've misunderstood what the tool is, and then maybe people can see it here first, but I don't know where it actually is. We can have a bit of a Google though. 3D select tool, UEFN. To create custom assets using the 3D tool. No, that's not it. Let's get back to the patch notes to see exactly what they said. 3D select tool. See Fortnite tools for more information. Great. 3D select tool. Okay, selection mode goes to Fortnite tools. 3D select creates a resizable selection volume. Interesting. I mean, what am I doing here? Is that the selection volume? No. Okay, what has it got for us? Resize volume, hold X and mouse wheel. Yeah, guys, this is cool, but it just selects multiple objects. Yeah, Romzilla, absolutely. I'd love to showcase what I've been up to. That absolutely, man. Let me just finish what I'm up to, and then I'll take it from there. So up to there, a little bit higher. Yeah, still, unfortunately, I think we still have to paste one at a time for all of these targets. So here we go with it. Doesn't take as long as you think it does, I guess. It's still a frustrating thing. Like, the fact that you can't multi-select is just insanity, but that is what it is. I think the thing about Unity is, like, editor scripts, once you get to learn to use them, like, make your workflow so powerful. I could write a script that would select all of an object of a particular type and add a component to all of them in a scene, and it would take me like a minute to write that, and it would save an hour of work. But there's nothing like that in this environment. I don't think even in Unreal Editor there might not be editor extensibility that's that powerful, but yeah, I'd love to show you though, Romzilla. In fact, we're doing a subathon, by the way, starting tomorrow and ending on, I believe it ends at Saturday at 10 a.m. If you wanted to swing by for the end of the subathon, we're going to be playtesting this map together. So you're very welcome to swing by then and see the progress, like first person, like try it for yourself, type of, see progress. But in a minute I will definitely be doing that. So here I'll be able to select all descendants. We'll copy those, and I'm gonna, we'll paste them first, and then I'll put them in each of the mini games. So that can get pasted. It's going to be a bit of an import for this, and we'll see the memory go up a lot, I imagine. We're at project size 14% right now. Let's see what happens when I throw a few hundred more targets in it. Sounds good. I'll stop by tomorrow then. Yeah. No, it's not a waste of time, Romzilla. We're gonna have to play test it in a minute anyway. So if you stick around a little bit longer, you'll see it for yourself. Oh, that's a lot of gizmos, guys. I believe there was a sheep in a different scene that we could be throwing in here as a demonstration, but we don't need to do that just now. All of these need to move to... Let's move them to a new folder. This is our... these are the targets, but they need to get moved to our farm. So our farm gets its own targets. Good. Facing the right way, yes they are. So, and then we'll repeat that again. Select all the descendants. Where else do we have to go? Yeah, that can go. Duplicate that, so we copy it, paste it. I think first I'll stick them in a new folder, so if I accidentally deselect them, we don't lose the we don't lose everything. And then, yeah, we'll make more interesting mini games later, but for now, at least every mini game will have stuff to shoot, which is going to be really useful when we test. So that can go over here. Move to create folder, call it targets. Now this one goes to our, looking to put that in our graveyard. Nice. Graveyard, excellent. I wonder if I rotate them. Yeah, good. About 180 probably. Not exactly. No, we don't want 180. We want some other weird angle, but we can do. There we go. And we'll shift them across. A little bit lower. They're probably good there. All right, excellent. Oh, tempting to put the fruit in the... No, we won't do that. We won't do that. Not right now. We're just going to go to the market and put them in there manually. Yep, those get copied, pasted. I am definitely going to do animations for the fruit. Yes, crazy I am. How I'm going to do that is just going to, like, I think there's something called a sequencer that can do it, but I'm tempted to try to do it just with, no, the fruit are going to go flying at you. And so there's going to be animated fruit flying at you. In fact, we've got some new assets ready to do this with. Hold on, I'll show you guys. There we go. These are the new assets for the for in that level. So we'll have these fruit market stands, and we'll be able to like throw stuff from the stands essentially. Like from behind the stands, the fruit's going to come flying at you. So yeah, it won't be static. It's going to be dynamic. Yep. That one's like, I mean, its whole shtick is it's Fruit Ninja, but for, yeah. Okay, hold on. This has 2 groups selected. So I guess the selection mode, the Fortnite tools might actually be handy here. If I go 3D select and then how's that work? X and mouse wheel? It's like grow selection, I guess, isn't it? You know what's annoying? It didn't select the parent objects. Which is crazy to me. It's lucky that these all still work, right? Because I can now just go like that. Yeah, good. And I know they're all tagged to as medium targets, so yeah, that works. That's good. What else do we have? So we're gonna copy that, paste it. From there, in fact, the plan is crazy, like eventually to have a different minigame for every environment. If not multiple, if we do set it up to go with multiple rounds, and if the map's successful, we might extend it to bring even more of the on-point minigames in, but right now, it's, yeah, it's just this basic one for the purposes of testing. So market, there we go, move to market, and then let's fly it around. I don't know what was happening there. I haven't seen that before. It seemed to get rid of the objects entirely. Like everything but the selected objects were hidden just now. Okay, a little higher. What on earth? Where are the rest of them? Okay, undoing that. And one more. They're definitely all selected, which is kind of strange. But it doesn't matter. Let's find one where they're oriented more like the right direction already anyway. I don't think any of them are, to be fair. Okay. Let's get selecting. Select all descendants. All descendants, we're going to copy, we're going to paste. Going to wait for the load. How many more mini games are there? It's pretty close to done. And I think if I'm going to get to bed at a reasonable time, I will be placing these targets for tomorrow's test and then just like calling it. Yep, pretty much. Because I know I often don't keep my bedtime, but I have a pretty big day tomorrow. I really want to get it right, so yeah. We'll be jumping off stream. And loaded. Oh, I deselected. and then it decided to autosave. So now we have a bunch of duplicated targets and no easy way to select them all. And they're saved. Not that we wouldn't have wanted to save it anyway. Hopefully Control Z will select them again for us. And we're about to see. There we go. Yep. All right, so these, we're going to move those to a new folder. This is our targets folder. Targets, now that can move. Move to, we're about to do markets. We already have markets targets. What? I mean, these are already in fields. Let's go carnival, because we know we need to put some in carnival still. And we can have a look at what the hell is currently in markets. So where's our carnival? There it is. Off by the Ferris wheel. Over here. A little further. Rotate this. I wonder what the what those circles actually represent. Like, why are they, like, what is that radius? Wouldn't be fair to have that so far from the target. Gotta have a little closer for everyone. Yeah, I think, yeah, you're right about the objective distance. All right, that's one more there. Let's go have a look at, so it'll be in mini games. It's going to be, we want to see market, and market has targets. Are those market targets at the market? I don't believe they are. All right, that's fine. We can select all descendants. Select all descendants and then see if we move them and then we get a duplication. We don't. These are just in the wrong place straight up. All right, that folder has to get changed. Its parent needs to go. Moving back. It really doesn't like moving a large number of objects. That's quite strange. That needs to go to graveyard. Where is it? Graveyard. Which already has a targets folder. Strange. All right, let's go see what's at the graveyard's targets. Nothing. All right, that can go then. All right, market targets goes to graveyard targets. Was it market targets? That's, yep, market targets becomes graveyard targets. Graveyard targets. Then markets get their own. We'll select all these descendants, copy them, paste them, wait for loading, because apparently copying and pasting a few objects is a big deal. Who knows why? I don't know why. Crazy. Can you see my, like, you can see how jaded I am from working in, like, you know, even Unity has become bloated. There's this weird thing that's happened as games have progressed crazy. Engines have become more and more like bloated, and like Unity 3.5, maybe I just like remember it differently, but it seemed like even on those older, slower computers, the engine worked more quickly. And as the years have gone on, what's happened is the engine seems to have just like, you know, become really bloated and slowed down, which, yeah, it's a strange thing that it seems like software was quicker when computers were older. But I swear that's how it feels. And it's just because they're designed differently. They're designed differently. They're designed like, you know, this culture in programming where people think like, because there are more resources, you need to take less time to write efficient code. And, you know, the result is now like we have a game engine where copying 100 objects would have been a trivial thing in Unity 3.5, but now it's like, not now, it's a thing that lags you. But, you know, it's fine. We'll work it out. We'll make do. What the hell? How did that happen? What on earth? You guys see this? It lagged while moving and then moved objects a different distance? Or did it like move them and like project them onto the... Yeah, snap on the ground, right. Snap on the ground. That's what it is. Which is low-key kind of cool, but also not what I was going for. Yeah, the snap on the ground, but like, could be cool to, I don't know, put that on, like use it to paint targets all across buildings or something like that. All right, so no, hold on. Surface snapping. We guess we don't want surface snapping. That's all it is. Where are we now? That can come up here. Has it done something weird? Sure has, guys. Did something real weird. Hey, Jacob. Welcome, man. You like what we're up to? It's yeah, I think it's a really cool project too, man. I think it's a really cool project. Thank you for your feedback, though. It's good to see a new face in YouTube. How are you, dude? We are making a really different Fortnite map from what you've seen before, and wait till you see it at runtime. I mean, you're not used to Fortnite as a first-person shooter, but this one is not only is it a first-person shooter, it's an aim trainer, which is really different from some other Fortnite maps. I don't know if I've seen an aim trainer in Fortnite yet, but that's what we're trying to make. I think that's pretty... where's that location? Faced it a little bit more towards our player. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, what are we missing? We should be able to search now for targets and then see a folder under each of these. So Carnival has targets, Farm does, Graveyard. I mean, maybe Volcano is the only one without it. But I'm not even seeing Volcano. Yeah, I don't see Volcano in that list. Let's go find Volcano. Fields has targets. Bar certainly will have targets, though I don't know if I put them in a... Yeah, I did put them in a targets folder. Totem does not. It just doesn't have a folder. The devices are here, but... Where are these? Hey! Goldie, you hit it right on the money. Midnight. It's birthday time. It's birthday time. I should have ended the stream ahead of birthday time so you guys could say happy birthday on the birthday for the first time when the birthday actually happened. Phil's birthday, man. Happy birthday. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Goldie. Thank you, Crazy. That's it. You're right. You're actually right. It's birthday. It is birthday time now. That is cool. thank you for being the first people who wished me happy birthday on my actual birthday. I really appreciate it, guys. That's sick. That's quite nice of you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Psych. Thanks, everyone. How good's that? How good's that? That's great. That's great. That's great. But that also means it's bedtime. It's bedtime. It's wrap it up time. So I guess whoever plays Temple just doesn't get some targets. So keep that in mind. Goldie, thank you for the 5 subs, man. Really appreciate it. Save it for the subathon. Save it for the subathon. It's coming. It's coming. Do it then, because then it'll count the things. We can count it, though. We could start to count this as the subathon stuff, maybe. I don't know. I still need Fastest help for setting up the subathon timer. I might go bother her before she goes to sleep and wrap the stream. If she's still on, it's time for a raid for Fast. Let's do that. She's still on. Yes. Yes, she is. Excellent. All right, so that's the plan, guys. Goldie, thank you for that. That's amazing. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I really appreciate that, dude. You support this stream. You support this stream so much, man. So much. You wouldn't believe how much support I feel from you for this. I really appreciate it. Actually, everyone here, everyone who's still here has been like really big. I feel like this stream has got the core supporters here wishing me happy birthday on my birthday. That's amazing of you all. Thank you so much. Yeah, fast hug. Fast hug. Definite fast hug. But yeah, this is a sign for me to, this is time for me to go. I need to go finish preparing a few more things. Let's do one more little quick change and move these. I think the last one we need is the, so one more quick change. We're gonna make the, so where are we? These targets, we're gonna select descendants, we're gonna move them over there to the temple so they, all the mini games have, it's also China Shop. China Shop also doesn't have it, so it's not even this. We're gonna wrap it here. We're gonna wrap it here, guys. Call it a day. And then playtest this on Monday. I'm going to raid into Fast. So, yep. Raiding Fast V. She's going to wrap real soon. So here it goes. Raid message. I'm going to go get sleeps. Thanks, everyone. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys real soon. For the big subathon, I'm pretty damn excited about it. I'm gonna finish up. Hold on. Yeah, no, I raid now. I do raid now, or she'll raid me, and yeah. See you bright and early. Exactly. Bright and early. I'll get lots of sleep. I really need to sleep, so I'm gonna go do that. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow for the subathon. That's gonna be so much fun. Have a great night. Enjoy Fastest stream. See you guys later.